get a weakness. You gotta see this. Yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. But this a nigga with some counterfeits. But now I'm counting this. Parmesan with my accountant lips. In fact, I'm down in this. You say with my boo-bae tastes like Kool-Aid for the analyst.
Oh my god. Here we go again, guys. Subscribe. It's the Mark. It's a poopa. Going back to the main file today, we're doing a late game event that I believe I've already introduced before, so I won't get too much into it, but there are new characters to grind. 3 new items, 3 new equips to decide between, 3 new special moves. So we're going to Nostalgia today after we finish the dailies to see what those guys are about. Start collecting some more, what do you call those things? What's the currency? The heart containers, whatever they're. Happy hearts. We'll collect all the hearts. You know what I'm saying? I am a phantom thief of heart. And today I am here for your hearts. To captivate, to lead, to embellish. Because we're soloing. We're soloing through the entire game. I even put my party members on Leave It to Me for this little section we have at the beginning here. As you can see, Rain looks a little different. I just wanted to change race for a little bit. I want the rest of version 2 to be as exciting as possible. So for the solo quest, we are going to be going Paladin instead of Druid until I'm done with the rest of it. I think Lloyd, who I'm playing the rest of version 2 on, he has a few more quests, a few more of the end of the quest line to do with Rain, and then once we are on version 2.4, we'll go to Zelos on this character, and then I'll switch Persea to something, I'll switch Lloyd to something. But I was in the middle of making that cosplay before I started editing this one. We got a little bit of fun with the soloing the boss, you know what I'm saying? Taking our easy and sweet time with it. And today, let's get on my phone. What are we even talking about today? Oh man, you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about self-control. Guys, self-control is a milk. Self-control is a MILF, There really is no such thing as controlling anyone but yourself. So, stop calling it self-control, just call it control in general, Because that's what you're trying to do, trying to usurp power from anyone, And on top of this control bullshit that we say we're doing to ourselves, it's really not. It's kind of like setting up systems and just accepting yourself for how you feel in the moment. Because life is very shitty. I think it always has been shitty, but right now we are constantly distracted from the shittiness, which inherently makes it more shitty when we actually think about it. And on top of that, it's a lot more, I just think, inherently exploitative to people, because the internet, in and of itself, is a very exploitative weapon. Using the internet, you can find anyone with your screen and produce anything to someone else's screen. Essentially you can broadcast. And because of that, because of the inherent toxic nature of humans to want to get ahead, it kind of blinds us to the reality that we're not in control of anything, none of this shit. And, of course you can block stuff on your algorithm, you can not talk to people or whatever, you can control your general environment. But this is why I say I'm like super black-pilled or whatever, I'm not ready for a relationship, because like, you're not attached to anyone at the hip. Even if you're dating this person, if you're living together, you're spending maybe 30 to 50% of the day together, if it's healthy. And if you spend more, that's hella unhealthy. To me, personally. Some people can deal with that. Some people, are their conjoined twins or whatever, and I get it. That's cool. I feel like the main way to do that is communication. Holy shit, the secret meaning. And that's why I'm making this dumb podcast, because I don't know how to communicate. I thought it was weird that I usually had to be the person to jump in and have these awkward conversations, the awkward sexual things or commitment things or intention things. I was always the one who had to jump out and do it. I never liked it. But you have to realize it's a two-way street. And the harder it is to open a door, the harder it will be to close it. And we really don't need to try. We have to set our systems up. A lot of life tells you like oh shit, you gotta try so hard and chase everything, and no, man. We all inherently know what we need to do. All that responsibility shit is like, okay, we get it. Now I wish high school would have set us up well enough, but I'm assuming you have good parents. I'm assuming you have good role models in your life, and not just random internet people. So knowing that, you just set up the systems and just start building the momentum of doing it every day, and don't worry about anything else. People are so attached to their friends and their family and their lives, and the new party members are getting from nostalgia. I know, don't be attached to any of that shit, man. In the end, it's all leaving you, Guess who you're gonna be buried with, Guess who's gonna be at your funeral talking about platitudes and how great you are. It ain't gonna be a lot of the people we're doing all this work for. It ain't gonna be a lot. And the sad thing about these relationships is that no one's ever really, really, really going to understand you. So just that little inkling that you get, you've got to be super grateful for it. Whatever amount of understanding you are graced with, you got to be like, holy shit, I can't be thankful enough for just being interpreted in the way I want to be interpreted. I think that's a big problem for a lot of our community. A lot of the gaming community just wants to be seen the way they want to be seen. I feel like that's the world. A big part of the trans movement is them just wanting to be seen as human. It's a big part of the civil rights movement as well. Because people don't view people as people anymore. There are always like some attributes, some natural coded bias from my past that I have to go to, and I'm like, it's just so unnecessary sometimes. It's so unnecessary. Like, I get that. Like, how are we gonna judge people as soon as we see them? But just saying that, like, judge them as soon as we see, like we're not in this survivalist mind state anymore. At least we don't have to be. We don't have to be. 90% of the people you walk outside and meet are not rapists. Like, probably 10% or even 5% of them. But 1% of the people are fucking disgusting rich people who think it's great to exploit everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We all experience these neurotic shits, these neurotic episodes of just horrible self-doubt. But it's the strong that get elevated up because they provide so much resources. And the strong, their duty to give back to those at the bottom. The people at the top don't. So, it's left to the other strong people who are poor. Because, 1%, you think 1% of the world is strong? Like, come on, man. That doesn't make sense, right? So this other 99%, some strong, some weak, are just meant to, to take care of all the rest of the work. Like, it makes literally no sense. And the people who are strong, who have been doing this bullshit for so long, are getting fed up with it. We're tired. We're sick. And it's getting ugly. It is inherently getting ugly. So, I want to remind you, all this self-control bullshit, all this, you gotta, do what's right, don't crash out. No, man, be as authentic as you can be, because honestly, whatever we do to survive at this point, I'd say it makes sense. He was just trying to live. Now, of course, I'm not trying to promote, crashing out and killing anybody. But, don't overextend yourself to do something that is going to be detrimental to you because you think that the greater good will help you in the future. Enjoy right now. Enjoy the process of that. And if enjoying the process of getting you to that better future person, like if loving your future self requires you to sacrifice some progress along the way, who cares, dog? We're living it out right now. We are living it out in the moment, in the now. And I think it's very wise for us to fall in love with this process. I fall in love with the video making process. It's pretty fun. It's pretty good. I think I'm switching my weapon here. I think we're switching to, yeah. I put the hammer on. Hammer time. Yeah, man. I believe I'm playing as the item master. I don't know why I didn't put my Luca cosplay on, but it is what it is. I think I like being goofy sometimes and just getting off kilter outfits, So don't mind me. That's one thing I really don't like about this game is that I guess the skill organization could be better. Because you can't save slots. Like why can't I save like a set for this class? Every time I switch fucking weapons, I gotta switch all my moves around. Like that's enough. That's enough. But they add updates all the time, so this is a possibility they could do that. And this is also like it's like a fun process. I don't know what it is about me, but things like this, things like doing laundry, things like organizing papers or something that I can just lock in, turn my brain off, and be like, okay, do it. I like that. I like that a lot. And this is a kind of a meditative process there, making it all look pretty and whatnot. But I guess I could talk a little bit about the item master. Let's go back to gaming talk here a little bit. Mostly dealing with pets, kind of like the Monster Masher classes. But this one does a lot of what do you call them? Fields, rings. To get the medical device that heals you, and it's a ring on the floor. You got the defense one. I forget what it's called. You have all the weapon attacks, and then his special moves. Clash unique techniques kind of deal with items, of course, item master. So you can increase the range of items, or you can do a buff that allows you to use one item on everybody. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, you do party revives. And I think some of their stuff allows them to like save items, and also I wasn't playing the game at this time, but I've heard the item speed for using items was faster. And now when the item master got introduced, they slowed everyone else down and kept the item master the same. So I mean, it's just a way to make it more fun, nerf the bullshit aspect of like, what's the point of using this class if everyone's gonna be just as good as the class, right? You do notice sometimes when playing this game, though, when you're trying to like revive and you're not a reviving class, Yggdrasil leaves, I think they take like twice as long as like a revival spell. Pretty bad. But that's about the only item you'll be using regularly, so they didn't come up too often when you're not item master. And when you are item master, it feels very good to use the fast little Yggdrasil leaves, you know what I'm saying? I think they also have revive, so you really don't have to use the leaves, but whatever. See, that's pretty much the class. They also have Plasma Remover, timed move that gets rid of status effects, which is okay. I think it actually gets rid of any status. Like I think it has the same effect as Min Somber, and it's a really, really quick cooldown. This is pretty good. Pair it with a bow, and you're good for all status effects on any boss. Yeah, you do that or a wand for status effects, but it's a pretty good class. Now the problem with Item Master, and the main reason why I didn't use them during the Chrono segment, I had Luca in the team, is because you can't use items as a support party member, and a lot of their moves rely around them being able to use items, so they're kind of not useful. I think there's also another part of their kit they can't use because they are, a companion member. So you really don't see a lot of item masters hanging out in the bazaar for that reason, which is cool. Because of that, I didn't realize they had that really cool special with the with the cannon. I showed it on the dailies part of this episode, but it'll probably come up again. I didn't know they had that special until very late in the game. And I started this game like I start most games. I just unlocked all the classes first. I spent a long time in version 1. Very long time exploring areas and just getting a feel for the controls. Enjoying the metal cores and just grinding things up, seeing what stuff does before I picked a main. And yeah, I didn't really like Item Master until I found that special, and I'm like, nah, man, this has got to be the best class because I like guns in medieval games. What can I say? It's a very cool special, so hopefully we'll get to utilize the Item Master, use it a little bit more during this playthrough. I will keep you guys posted on whenever we find out about that new class as well. The update is today. We just gotta wait for Clarity to update. So today's the 14th. And I played a little bit today, but we're still waiting for Clarity to update. So I just did like some dailies, finished the new Zoom quests. Pretty good boss too, you know what I'm saying? They got good boss designs in this game, usually. Cutscenes were pretty cheap, but the boss designs, pleasing. Very fun stuff. So this past Zoomstone boss had a attack where he makes you do the zoom animation and then you hit the fucking ceiling. It's funny. It is quite hilarious. So we'll show that off eventually. Gonna have to get quite a few versions later for that one. We're currently on 2, but we will make it there. I honestly, guys, I was thinking about this. I honestly don't see myself stopping playing this game. Like the gameplay is too addicting. And you know what, Square Enix, you can take my money in this way. I don't think I'll ever buy another Dragon Quest game. You know, like 12 might be the last one. I don't even think 12, man. Like I just still have no faith. It's not that 3 HD 2D didn't like, you know, amaze me, but you know, it didn't convince me that they're. You know, it's kind of like the Oblivion remake. It's like, it reminded me that, yes, Square, you've made good games before, but, like, you really didn't help convince me that you're willing to put in more work to make better games. It just told me that you're looking for cash. You're looking at cash grab. And, I just don't need to waste my money on that nowadays. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. Game Pass is supplying me. I played a little bit of Expedition 33. And it's fulfilling that, like, secondary JRPG itch I have. Definitely love the Paper Mario remake, so I'm glad there's, like, something new for me to latch on in the active time battle genre. Because that's super underutilized. I was just talking to my brother about this, too. It's like, how the fuck has it taken this long for there to be, like, a good action time battle, realistic graphic game? You know, like how has it taken this long? Now, I think there was one on the PlayStation, like Soul something, but it was bad. So, you know, nobody talks about it. And also, though, I think the advertising was terrible because I think I found out about that shit like last year or something. And I'm like, this is a PlayStation 2 game? That's terrible. I have loved JRPGs since middle school. I didn't hear about that at all. And I had a PlayStation 2. That was like the main thing I played Dragon Quest 8 on. I didn't even know it was on anything else. Was it on Xbox? I don't think it was. But you see, it's like shit like this, man. The effort put into things nowadays when they're new, because that was a whole new IP. I don't think their characters from it have done anything else. It's just so sad, you know? And then you see something like Claire that's completely new IP, you know, new devs, and it just takes off, and you're like, people do care about this. It's just they are not making it, because they look at the one example that goes bad. And they're like, nah, man, let's just do the nostalgia. We know that has a chance of working, even if them niggas hate it. We don't even have to try with the game, actually. Actually, don't try with the game. Spend less resources for the game, and we'll just go on our yacht 8 times a day. We'll just go on our yacht 8 times a day, and it'll be great. It'll be fantastic. You know? It's insane how a lot of people don't value the creative work nowadays, but we want to watch it still, you know? Like fuck the creative work, but we still want to play the games. We still want to watch it, you know? We still want the money from you. We just don't want to actually be creative at all. Because creativity is a valued currency that people just do not give a fuck about anymore. AI is telling us we really don't need it, and I think that's bad. I think that's bad. Creativity is like one of the funnest things in my life. Now, I do hate it sometimes because I don't like surprises. I don't like surprises. And I was wondering why. I was like, that's so weird that you don't like surprises, but you love creativity. And I'm like, I think it's because when people surprise you, it's like somebody else surprising you. When you're creative, it's like you surprising yourself. And I am trying to treat myself like more of an ally now. Because I did in the past treat myself like a lot of an enemy, because, you know, that's kind of like what the world tells you are when you have the dark skin, when you are a Kingdom Hearts villain in real life. But you don't have to think that way. Anyone can fall into those lines of thinking. You don't have to, like, stay there. Life is about those changes that we go through. And like, one of the changes was I have to start befriending myself, because nobody else is. And these surprises that everybody likes to jump in on you at, like, they're not forms of creativity. They're gonna bring you to a new thing. You know, honestly, they're usually something that they were scared to tell you about in the first place, or something that they wanted to see your genuine reaction for, which, you know, it's only gonna benefit them. You know, if it's a surprise that's actually going to benefit you, what's the point, you know, of hiding it from you, unless you're one of those people that'll crash out about it. You know, then that's going to actively help you. But if you know this person is calm, collected, cool, and you're actively hiding something from them because you want their, you know, you want them to be happy for it or whatever, it's not for them. And most surprises in your life are not for you. Surprise birthday parties or whatever, man. Yeah. At least that's my pessimistic opinion of it. That's why, you know, intentions are so important. But they are hard. They are hard, and I understand. You know, sometimes like shit just don't line up. It's so easy nowadays. It's so easy nowadays to just say if they wanted to talk to me, they would. It's so easy to just reach out, pick up the phone, text a message, press the send button. But I know more than anyone else. That shit horrible. That shit horrible. I do love these campfire scenes, you know, just chatting it up with the folks here. I think we had so it was two version 6 guys and 1 version 3 go. We'll see more of Estelle soon, because we're almost done with 2. But I do like these other guys as well. I honestly, I'm gonna say this, guys, I honestly forget what part of the story our new buddy is from. And as you can see, the translation tools are not on, so I don't have his name. I think it's like Gikan, I want to say. I don't know. It starts with a G. G. See, I'm starting to learn some of my kanji, but I'm still not like amazing. Let's be real. It's like I think it is Gikan. Whatever. Well, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, I'll hold that. I'll hold the L. I constantly take L's, so I don't mind holding this one. So we have our boss again. Get a couple of hearts. After this one, I do collect our next party member, and then next week I'll get the 3rd one. Start grinding them up, get them good levels and stuff. This guy, I'm not really impressed with his display he's done here. You know, he's not like terribly weak, but like, you know, axes, they're just like the big hit thing. You're kind of dumb. So maybe I will redo his skill points, get him in a different tree, because I'm not really in love with this one. I think his damage potential could go much higher. But we'll see. I'll test them all out, see what they can do. And that's what you should do with yourself, guys. That's why I say the self-control shit is a myth. You know, you have to test yourself out. Like, how much self-control do I really need? How much do I have right now? How much will I ever want in the future? That's the main thing, too. Like, look where your end goal needs to be. And you don't have to model it off of someone. You could take one aspect of someone's life and be like, I want that, and then I want this from this person's life, and from my life right now, I want to keep this. But you know, we always try to adapt something crazy from someone else's script and be like, I'm gonna make this mine, and I'm gonna fucking prosper 5,000 years ahead of you. Sometimes you gotta be happy with where you are right now too, man. All this leveling up bullshit, like level up from what? You know, I hate when people say, "Oh, you made such a good comeback." I'm like, comeback from what, dog? I'm not coming back from shit. I'm always just living life, having fun. I may be broke, I may not be broke. I'm rich in different currencies. Who gives a fuck? If there's one thing I've learned about this crazy money shit is that it will come and go no matter what. You're gonna get a lot. You're gonna save it. It's gonna run away from you. You're gonna get a lot more. Like, it's just, as long as you keep moving, keep taking action. That's why there's no self-control. As long as you're taking an action, man, I used to get so mad that I'm waking up early, but I'm goody. You know what I'm saying? But at least I'm waking up early. At least I'm getting up. You know, at least the goon gets me out of bed. Like, who cares? Just do what works for you. Do what works for you. It's gonna be weird. I know it's weird. I'm weird. So, ignite your life. Ignite your spirit. I know you hear it. Do not get near it. And never fear it, because it's you. It's me, it's God. You know, it's here with us. And I love talking to myself. Whenever I sometimes do it in life. Sometimes. Well, I always do it in life, but sometimes I do it in life out loud. When I do, I love to say, I'm just talking about God. Don't worry about it, you know. It's me and God, you know, having a combo. So talk with your God. And God's not there to control you. You know, that's Satan's job. Satan's there to tempt you, make you do some degenerate shit. God is not there to control you. God is the whole reason why you can go over to Satan and do the degenerate shit. So go over to Satan, do the degenerate shit, you know, and then come back to God and be like, God, what'd you think about that? Was that good? God's gonna tell you the truth. He's gonna be like, well, it was good for this, bad for this. You know, you may feel happier. Got some consequences coming, for sure. But I'm happy you're still here. I'm happy you're still stable. I'm happy you're still able to do 2 thumbs up, you know? 2 thumbs up. And I will give you 2 thumbs up. I hope you give me 1 thumbs up. Drop a like if you want it. If you want to. I thought it was a pretty good video, pretty good chat. I didn't use as many notes this time. And I hope to do that in the future as well. So I gotta control my mind. You know? Of course, all control is a myth. Delusion helps a lot. Helps a lot. It's never a bad thing, really. At least in my opinion. Delusion helps us get through a lot of things, you know? But whatever you do, enjoy the rest of your time you have. Consciously. Purposely. Go into your psyche while you're having a good time. Do a mental save state and be like, next time I'm having a shitty time. Next time I'm having a shitty time, I'm gonna think right back here. I'm gonna jump right back to that save state. I'm gonna load state. I'm like, oh shit, the bullshit's here. Load state. Yeah, I remember that. That was a good time. We'll stay there for a little bit. Okay, and then, you know, we're back in it. We're locked in. We're locked in. That's all you need to do, guys. The mind is a powerful weapon. And some of you got that shit turned against you. No need, little troglodyte. No need. We're here to kill. The internet is a battlefield and we are here to kill. So, let's take a look at our new tools for murder. We have the first 2 orbs here, and then I'm gonna get the last one next time we do this. So, let's see. What are the moves this time? What are the moves? So she gets Survive Lethal, which is good if I don't want to use the Rosary, and you have Sap Attack. So Survive Lethal is probably going to be very helpful. And we don't know what the attacks are yet because I haven't looked it up. So bye! Subscribe!